Hey folks, Joseph Rampola here, and we are at AWE TV. We're at the AWE 2014 floor, and I'm hanging out with Regan Wynne from Daqri. And Regan, tell us all about this awesome display that you have here. It's breathtaking. Tell us all about it.
Well, this year we've decided to go with a bit of retro futurism, kind of pulling from the science sci-fi of the 50s and 60s. We've got several different things on display here today. 40 Studio is one of our biggest ones, and that's right over here in the corner. We're also showing our industrial applications, some projects we've done with Vuforia, some of the apps that we already have in the App Store, as well as our retail items that are available for sale.
Awesome. So, what's the reaction as you're starting to show people all of these different demos, and what's the look on their faces?
um, they've got a lot of excitement, a lot of oh man or oh wow or no way, like people getting really down and in, which is what we want to see them take the iPad and really look down inside of what's happening in front of them, not just what's on the screen as a passive viewer, but really as an interactive user. 40 Studio has been a huge hit. People are really excited about what they're able to publish on their own now without having to go through developers. They can just click, upload their assets, drag and drop, and publish with minimal time and minimal effort. And there's been a really huge interest in our industrial stuff. The fact that we can increase safety, increase productivity, and increase ROI, everybody wants to see that happen in their industry.
Awesome. So, what is probably one of the most popular things that people are doing? I mean, you mentioned that Daqri has a suite of different tools that are out there, but now you said the industrial piece of this seems to be, you know, really catching a lot of attention and really, you know, having big businesses pay attention and say, hey, this is something that we want to use.
Sure, I think anybody wants to find ways to save money or increase productivity, and so that's why I think it's really resonating. Our website has its own industrial section because it's such a big priority to companies, but really anything that increases process, they were well on board with that. Anyone who takes a look at it from those industries just sees the potential of it, and that's great to see that people are kind of embracing it, and augmented reality is really finding a foothold in a lot of these larger traditional companies and not just the creative or the design or the tech firms.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take a look at a few demos, and let's check them out, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, we're here with Aron Hall from Daqri, and Aron, you're going to show us some really cool demos, so what are we going to see?
Sure. What we're going to see here is a demo called Blueprint. It was created using our 4D Studio, which is a publishing platform for anyone who wants to do augmented reality experiences. It's very simple, kind of like the Photoshop of 4D, so as easy as drag and drop. And I'm just going to show you a quick little example of something we've done. This is called Blueprint. This is an image of a blueprint of a 3-story house, and then when I scan it with my iPad, you're going to see the building arise, fully completed. And then to show you some of how the interactivity works within the platform, if you don't know how to do a lot of elaborate animations or transitions, we've developed a chapter system here, so I can isolate each floor. I'll start at the ground level here, and now it's only generating the first floor 3D models. I have these interior and exterior textures, so if I want, I can customize this. If I want to change the hardwood to tile, I can do that. If I want to change the grass to water, I can do that. Or since we're all about augmented reality here, let's do something a little futuristic, like a helipad with a hovercraft. You can then go in deeper into the house. You can change out the furniture, different styles, move it around the room, change the orientation. All created with a simple drag and drop publishing platform.
Awesome, and the hovercraft is not included with the software?
Included. That's, that's to be continued.
All right, very good. Awesome. All right, we're here with Paul Sells from Daqri, and Paul, what are you going to show us today?
Today I'm going to show you an industrial demonstration. This is a self-contained demonstration. It's broadcasting a local Wi-Fi network. It's simulating an enterprise environment. I also have a programmable logic controller. This is an industrial computer. It's infinitely scalable. It's ubiquitous in the manufacturing spaces. It drives everything from Ferris wheels to manufacturing lines and automotive. And I have sort of these Apollo era looking controls, which are also exist a lot in the industrial space. So big companies, they make investments in control systems. They don't want to reinvest until it essentially disintegrates if they don't have to, right? So what we're doing is we're extending the capabilities of their existing control systems and bringing them into the AR space. So here with 4D Studio, we've created 3 scenarios that the first one I'll go through with you is guiding a worker in the field. So you can see I've got the green light hooked up. It's on. That represents tank A. I've highlighted tank A for the worker. And then Joe, if I could get you to push B or C there. The next one, please. That's B. Yeah. I've just changed the highlighting for the worker and instructed him to go somewhere else. Now, if he goes there, I'm still getting that he's gone to the right location, and if he goes to the wrong location, I still get that warning as well. So I can tell him, hey, that wasn't where I wanted you to go. This is where I wanted you to go. And I can also bring in a lot of sensor data through the existing control systems via telemetry. The next experience I have is a really cool rendering, but it's also demonstrating a state change and recognizing the state of a piece of equipment. So I've got a turbine here, and I'll take the cover off, and I'll be able to start the turbine. And as you can see, the green light has come on. The green light's not incredibly exciting, but it does exist in the existing control rooms. So, and then also, Joe, if I could get you to turn the engine off for safety.
Okay, I can do that.
You can. So I've extended the control room the controls out of the control room into the worker's hands. The next one I have is a guided work instruction, and as a former trade manager, this is the one that I'm excited about.
Okay.
I find that industry at large has sort of a bimodal demographic of workers. So I've got a lot of guys that are about to retire and a lot of 18 to 22-year-olds that are coming into work. So how do I empower those guys to get to work quickly? Well, I can give them some instructions that don't require language, that are very visual, that are easy to follow, and progressive. And with 4D Studio, I can author them in a way that I don't need to code. But what's really cool about this is, so the new guys come in, and I want to be able to ensure that they did what they did, or what they were instructed to do. So as you can see, this little, again, green light is coming on. When I complete a task, I'm validating the task was completed in my enterprise systems, and I'm capturing with our analytics package how long it took, who did it, where they were, just when they needed to do the work, not all day long. But that's it.
Awesome. I started to think, as we start to see a lot of companies getting acquired and them having a global presence all over the world, I would imagine, as you just kind of mentioned, that when it comes down to language barriers and manuals and that sort of thing, a lot of these things are really visual. So
Yeah.
depending on, regardless of where you are in the world, if you have these visual cues and indicators, that it would make life a lot easier. And also, too, it just seems that utilizing this augmented fashion is going to speed up a lot of time and energy, communication amongst workers in various areas, the people in the control room versus the people on the floor. So that's going to create a tremendous amount of efficiency and time savings and manpower to get a job done much quicker.
It is. And even better than that, it's such a sweet deal. It's save money to save money, because you only have to publish it once. You don't have to translate it to whatever language your workforce encounters. And you can send it wherever you want with your equipment. So save money to save money, and they'll do it faster.
Awesome.